Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have come to the last and final chapter of Brihadaranyakopanishad, that is sixth chapter, which comes in Khila Kanda, the third Kanda of Brihadaranyakopanishad. Miscellaneous portions are given here. This sixth chapter also contains 5 sections consisting of upasanas and certain karmas also given there. Now I will give you a summary of this fifth chapter. The first Brahmanam, first section, that is known as Prana Brahmanam. A very famous story that which occurs in Chandogya Upanishad also. Prana is Vyashti Prana is known as Hiranyagarbha at Samashti level. Hiranyagarbha Samashti Prana ityarthaha. So Hiranyagarbha Samashti Prana is available in our body also. In every being, the prana is available. Along with the prana, there are 5 sense organs of action, 5 sense organs of knowledge. Karma indriyani, jnana indriyani. Manas also, antahkaranam, all are there. Once these prana and sense organs have a debate, they are all sitting freely and sitting and discussing who is great among all of us. Who is great among all of us? So everyone thinks I am great, I am great. But let us have another person, outside person, and decide who is great among us. And all of them went to Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji said, if I say any one of you great, then you all may not convince. Even if I say also, prana is great or eyes are great, you may not agree with me. Better you all find out. I'll give one nice exercise to all of you. May you go for walking for 1 year. All of you, one sense organ or one karanam instrument can go out of that body, leave the body, and see that by whose absence body become inauspicious. By whose absence body become inauspicious, amangalam. Body cannot function. Body is as good as dead. It cannot live. That principle is the greatest principle. You have to accept that. Then they all agree. This is nice suggestion. Let us go. Then one organ, eyes went out for 1 year. And after 1 year, and eyes thought, eyes and these eyes, thought people are all waiting for me. Srotra Indriyam, Rasanendriyam, Ghanendriyam. Maybe they invite me. So they are all people suffering without me. Like that, eyes came and asked, how you live without me for 1 year? They said, happily we lived. Like a blind person we lived. Without you also, body doesn't become inauspicious. We lived like a blind person who lives. Then Shrotrendriyam went out. After 1 year, Shrotrendriyam also came, entered into the body and asked, how you lived? Just like a deaf person. No? A deaf person, we have kept one machine also. We have used the machine. In modern days, we are having lot of machines. Okay. Like that, we lived like a deaf person. Then Shrotrendriyan thought, I am not that much great. Like that, Rasanendriyam went, then Grana Indriyam went. One organ, when they go out, they are happily living. Even mind goes also. Once. Mind thought, without me, this person cannot survive. And mind thought. Then they said, many people are living without thinking. Many people are thinking without, living without thinking. Like that we lived happily. Then mind also lost its hopes. Then last chance that prana has to go about outside. And prana is planning to go out. What happened that time? The body's eyes are not able to see, ears are not able to listen, and each sense organ lost its function, becoming weaker and weaker. And Upanishad gives a nice example there. Just like a horse which is tied to a pole, 4 legs are tied, suppose, horse, neck, everything is tied. That horse, a very strong horse, trying to pull its and the rope from that, it wants to go away. How much force it pulls, what will happen? All other sides also will come up. Horse is so strong. Like that, once prana, suppose you pull one leg, the whole desk will move. No? You pull even one leg, whole desk will move. Like that, prana trying to go, the sense organs recognize that we are going to be useless. Once prana goes out, then they requested prana, oh prana, don't go outside. You have not gone. If you are trying to go itself, we are becoming so weak. If you really goes out, that's all. We cannot survive. Please stay back. Then prana asked, you all should worship me. Prana asked, you all should give me food. You all should give me water. You all to provide everything, vastram, all these things in prana. Just a story. Okay. That means you have to respect me, revere me. Next time don't ask like that, who is great and madre. Don't ask like that. So prana stayed there. This is called Prana Samvada Brahmanam. So between prana and other sense organs are also, sometimes they are also called as prana. Because as though prana, they are all helping us, but not Mukhya Prana. This main prana is the Mukhya Prana. So Prana Samvada Brahmanam. So whoever does this upasana, Hiranyagarbha upasana, Prana, Samashti Prana upasana, they get lot of phalam. So upasana chapter, we have to say, meditate upon your own prana and universal Hiranyagarbha Prana. Pranasyedam vashes sarvam tridive yat pratishthitam mateva putran rakshasva shricha pragnascha videhi naiti. Prana protects like a mother. Just as mother protects her child, our prana is protecting us. This is the essence of the first Brahmanam. Now come to the second Brahmanam. How to meditate upon prana? Shresthatvam, Jeshthatvam, Visishthatvam. Like that we have to meditate upon prana. When you do pranayama, what you have to think? If I do pranayama, I live so many years. If I do you should not think like that. Na? The pranayama பண்ணும்போது கொஞ்சம் reverence bhavana that we have to develop. Not too selfish. Okay, the total prana, because of this prana only I am alive. This prana is there in invisible form like electricity. Like that, some reverence you have to first learn how to breathe properly. Learn to sit straight and breathe properly. That itself is giving respect to prana. Okay, so that we are benefited by that prana. Now come to the second Brahmanam. 4 topics are here. Varieties of karma phalams and gati are given here. It begins with a story again. Akhyayika first. Second topic is Panchagni Vidya. Third topic is Shukla Gati. Fourth topic is Krishna Gati. 4 topics are come under this second Brahmanam. In this, Shvetaketu, the son of Uddalaka, became a scholar. You know that Shvetaketu story. That Shvetaketu became very arrogant because of his scholarship, knowledge. I am so great. Uddalaka is his father. He learned from his father. After studying everything, he wanted to show his scholarship. He went to Pravahana Jaivali. Pravahana Jaivali or Jaivali. Vabayo Rabhedaha. Okay, Jaivali. He approached him and he wanted to, you ask me some questions, I know everything, I have studied everything, like that the Shvetaketu said. Then Pravahana Jaivali asked 5 questions. Pravahana Jaivali asked 5 questions. You can give me answer any one of the question. One question illa 5 questions I do not know. What are those questions? Just like when a jiva dissociate from this physical body, where this jiva goes? Please tell me. Once the body, it is dead, the jiva travels. Where the jiva goes? Suppose you say so and so place he goes. Why that place is not full? Many people are going after death. Why that place is not becoming full? As outside they creep, no, hall is full. But go on, it is, people are going there, why it is not full? And how long it will take to that jiva to get another body? What are the stages that jiva undergoes? And where the jiva travels, what gati he travels? Well, like that 5 questions when he asked, Shvetaketu looked at him. What my father taught me, I do not know all these things. He rushed to his father. Before rushing to his father, Jaivali asked to take food, then go. You are my guest. Take bhiksha and go. No, I don't want bhiksha. I want to go. Because his ego was what? No, pricked. No. Therefore, once ego is pricked, a person cannot withstand. It is a bloated ego, no, like a balloon. Pravahana Jaivali pricked his ego. Therefore, he immediately rushed to his father and shouted at him, "What you taught to me? Oh father, what you taught to me?" That Pravahana Jaivali asked 5 questions. Even single question I could not answer. You have not taught everything to me, but you said everything you have taught to me. And father said, what he asked, tell me first. These are the questions he has asked. Then father said, I too do not know. I too don't know. If I know, I would have taught to you. I too don't know. Therefore, let us go, both of us together, and learn from that Pravahana Jaivalyana. Then Shvetaketu says, Navara mate, you go, you go prick, no, you don't want to go there. Then, okay, if you don't want to come, I'll go and learn. With Vinayam and Shraddha, Uddalaka, great Pandit, went to that Pravahana Jaivali, and Vidhipurakama, he learned from him. That next topics, Pravahana Jaivali taught to Uddalaka, Panchagni Vidya. How the Jiva travels. This is Akhyayika. First topic over in second Brahmanam. Second topic in the second Brahmanam is Panchagni Vidya. Very, very beautiful topic. Worth to know. What is that Panchagni Vidya? Pancha means 5. Agni means fire. 5 fires. When a person dies, he leaves only physical body. The subtle body will get another subtle, invisible body. It continues. That a subtle body, the jiva continues in subtle body. That subtle body is protected by the fire, given by the fire, blessed by the fire to the subtle body. Sukshma Shariram. Let us understand. See, we have outer shell. This outer shell, this is only given by mother or father. Both of them together gives the outer shell, not to the subtle body. Then after that cremation, once the person dies, they take him to cremation ground. They burn the body. Once they burn the body, means what? It is an offering to the fire. They are offering that physical body, shell, outside body, this mamsa pindam, they offer to the fire. It is a yajnam. It is a type of yajnam. Therefore, it is known as Antya Ishti. Antya Ishti. Antya plus Ishti, Antyeshti. Last funeral rites, that's and all, when they perform, it is known as Antyeshti. It is a form of yajna. We never think it is a body. Nowadays electrical they are putting. Okay, one switch if you put 1 minute later it becomes ashes. So this fire, even electric also fire only, no? That fire, that it is an offering to the fire. So Jiva enter into that Agni, that Jiva travels to Swarga. The fire takes that person, Jiva, to Swarga Loka. In that Swarga fire, this Jiva gets refined. It is a first process. First stage of process. Processing and children, processing. The Jiva also get refined. That's called process. First stage of process is called Swarga Agni. That is why Agni only gives all limbs to our body. Eyes, ears, nose. Once we get this body, when we come to mother's womb, we get all limbs given by that Devata. What we have to do? We have to offer intact to that Agni Devata while cremation. As you have come, you have to offer this body to Agni Devata. Kidneys edutittu, kannu edutittu pannakoodadu. Eye donation and all are not accepted in Veda Shastra. Eye donation, kidney donation, because you are offering what? Loda. ಎಲ್ಲ ಖಾಲಿ ಪಣ್ಣಿ ಇಂದ ಆರ್ಗಾನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂದ ಆರ್ಗಾನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಫರ್ ಟು ಅಗ್ನಿ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿಕ್ ಐ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಫರ್ ಟು full and full to the Agni Bhagavan, Swarga Agni. Then Jiva goes and stay for some time there and come to the second fire where he has to get refinement again. Rainy waters, Parjanya Agni. Water Agni, how the combination? Don't ask, literally fire. As the fire is that which, furnace you keep it getting, goes into a process, like that Parjanya Agni. Parjanya, rainy waters. Yesterday rain, you have seen, how many jivas came out, down, we do not know. Yesterday, so many jivas are flying here. Correct? Rain came yesterday, takkana jivas are flying all over. Mosquitoes also. Moth, mosquitoes, all insects. So many of them have come and rain vandavadane. Paathe, inniki lesson idu varadunala rain vandadunete. Rainy waters. So the Jiva, the same Jiva, from Swarga Agni to Parjanya Agni. From Parjanya Agni, when rain comes, next it enters on the Prithvi Agni. Prithvi Agni. Rain falls where? On the earth. That water goes into that earth. What happens? And the Prithvi Agni, third Agni, the Jiva gets refined again. Third Agni. Once from that Prithvi, the vegetables, grains, all aushadhis, when comes, the human being eats. Human being or either being eats that vegetable. Vendakai, katrekai, tarkali, and lave. When they eating, the Jiva who travelled through Parjanya stick to that one vegetable or other, because they came from earth only. So slowly when the tree is growing, the Jiva hooked to that vegetable. And this person who buy from that Rangana street, market, Mambalam, West Mambalam, Mambalam, market, poi, Kaigari, Wangate, Vandi, cut Panamo, the Jivan Guna. There is no gross body. And so subtle Jiva continues, and the person, male, Purusha Agni, and the Purusha eats that vegetable. Vendakai, Sambar, Sapta, Nenchukamle, and the Jivan Apadi on Kulla Pudua. This is the fact, what is happening. People are not able to accept, whether they accept it or not. You show any other thing, then I will accept this is not right. None of them, no scientist able to prove how Jiva travels. Therefore, then the person, male body, father, when he eats that, the Jiva enters father's body and convert into as a Viryam. Then at the time of, that is fourth Agni, Purusha Agni. Then at the time of conception, that Jiva transferred to a mother's womb. Wife's womb, he transfers, then that Jiva grow in the mother's womb. Yoshagni, fifth Agni. Yoshagni. We have all come like that only. We do not know how we have come. Shastra is telling, you see. This is Apurva Vishayam. Namak theriyada or Vishayam. Shastra says, and that Yosha Agni in that Jiva grows. Mother's womb alone is the right place, fertile land to get the gross body. Until this gross body the Jiva gets, Agni take care of through Swarga Agni, Parjanya Agni, Prithvi Agni, Purusha Agni, Yosha Agni. Again, once you get body, what will happen? That Jiva born and does a lot of karmas. Again do karmas, again next birth, again karmas, again next birth. This cycle. We do not know, we will get again a human body. சொல்ல முடியாது. We get again human body, we cannot say. Who knows? Human being only eats that jiva. Goat may eat, lion may eat, tiger may eat. No? Swamini, lion and tiger, they won't eat vendakkai. Yes, that's true. But when the goat takes a vegetable, the goat is eaten by tiger, lion. So jiva travels all the way from goat to lion. So therefore, somehow or other the jiva enters. This is what Pravahana Jayavali tells to Uddalaka. This is the process of refinement of the jiva, and the jiva takes the body according to his karma phalam, either human body or another body. Which body we do not know. So what, by knowing this, what? Just like that, if you know, you will get vairagyam. By knowing this, you get vairagyam. I don't want to enter into any agni. I want to get mukti. Therefore, those who want to get vairagyam, they do panchagni vidya upasana. All 5 fires, you meditate upon them, so that it is useful for that person. Upasana rupena panchagni vidya. This is the second topic. Then the third topic is, first we take Krishna Gati. Sorry, Shukla Gati, and that order pula. Third topic is Krishna Gati. Then where these people travel, what is the way, path, route map after death. This is what every person is having in the mind. Every person is having a question, a doubt, where we are going after death. இப்போது நம்ம கண்ணு முன்னாடி இருக்கானே, புசுக்குன்னு போயிட்டான், போயிட்ட கண்ணு காணுமே, எங்க போயிட்டான்? Everybody is having this question. How he has gone, where he has gone. இப்போ வரைக்கும் பேசிகிட்டே இருக்க, காலையில் கூட பேசிட்டார் சுவாமினி, காலையில் கூட காலையில் பேசிட்டார், மத்தியானம் பேசல. Where he must have gone. For that Upanishad gives answers. He is traveling to another place, that's all. He is dissociated. What do you mean by death? Death is nothing but dissociation from the physical body is called death. Dissociation from the physical body is called death. Shastra says this is not real death actually. We are thinking it is death. This jiva has not died. He is continuous. Until he gets jnanam, he continues. I am Paramatma, jnanam varakku avanukku transmigration irundunde irukum. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, giant wheel madri. Nikkadu. Suttinde irukonna. Therefore, every jiva travels. How the jiva travels? First Krishna Gati, there are people who does lot of karmas, lot of rituals they do. Japa, tapa, puja, homam, so all these things they do. They want to get lot of punya, so that they want to go to better lokas. After death also they want to save what? Punyam, some punyam, so that I can have nice house, separate house. Nice bungalow, car, everything with more comforts, without no insects, no mosquitoes, no power cut. A better life sake this person works. Whoever does kamya karma for materialistic punyam, materialistic pleasures here, iha amutra. So the person is acquiring lot of punya. That person goes, after death he goes through Krishna Gati, Dakshinayana Marga. Andhantamah pravishanti. They enter into dark path, Krishna Gati anna dark. Krishna anna dark. Ratri Devata. Darkness is called Ratri. Krishna Paksha Devata or Ratri Devata or Dakshinayana Devata. So Dakshinayana Margena Krishna Paksha. All Devatas escorts for this Jiva. Vango. They put a red carpet. Ye hiti ahutayaha tamarchayantaha. Mundakopanishad. You have done lot of punya karmas. Therefore you are deserved, you have got visa. You got punya karma. Come on, Swargaloka they take. Through that, Ratri Devatas and Ratri Devata, Krishna Paksha Devata, in Dakshinayana Margena, Dhuma Devata, is all Krishna borrowed from here only. Lord Krishna, Anna, Yedo Krishna sweets and Nenekadongo. Krishna means Bhagavan Krishna borrowed that 8th chapter from this Brahmanam only. Ella copy the Krishnare copy pandrar ellame. Illa Katopanishad copied. Ella copy panditar. Ottikitar. Na copy panditar chollitar nari edattila. Na mella solla maatam. Like that, one joke. Teacher asked, why you have written this answer wrong? That other answers and all correctly you have done. But it's a joke. I don't know that person what he has written. I wrote that. Copy பண்ணிட்டா அவன் தப்பு எழுதிட்டான் இவன் தப்பு எழுதிட்டான் அது மாதிரி ஒருத்தன் காப்பி பண்ணிட்டான்னா அவர் தப்பு பண்ணா இவர் தப்பு பண்ணுவான் பட் கிருஷ்ணர் விஷயம் அப்படி நடக்காது ஏன்னா உபனிஷத் ஆல்வேஸ் டாக் எவ்ரிதிங் ஃபேக்ட் கிருஷ்ணா ஆல்சோ சேஸ் எக்ஸாக்ட்லி okay now this Krishna Paksha Devatas like escorts they take him to Swargaloka. How long he stays in Swargaloka? As long as that punya is there, he'll stay there and enjoy nicely. Then what happened? After punya over, neenga poitu varalam. They tell him, you can go now. Where from you have come, there you have to go. Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishanam shine punye martyalokam vishanti. Ella by heart. Martyalokam vishanti kuvam karayinile. Ondachi. Come back to the same bhuloka. Okay. This is the Krishna Gati Jiva travel. Again he will come back. Next topic is Shukla Gati. There are people who do rituals along with Upasana. Along with Upasana. Vidyaya karoti saha viryavattaram bhavati. Whoever does all rites, R-I-T-E-S, rites, rituals, homas, all these things, anything, even Panchamaha Yajnas, even service, whatever you do, with Upasana, what we did now, Pranayama and Omkara chanting is a type of Upasana. Jnana, the Karma Samuchaya, Karma Upasana Samuchaya, Karma plus Upasana, if you do, like in Vishnu Sahasranama, after chanting, puja, everything you have to sit and do dhyanam, upasana pandanam. If you do like that upasana samuchaya, that karma will become more efficacious and it will change the route after death. That upasaka dies, instead of going to Dakshinayana route, Krishna Paksha, Ratri Devatas are inviting that side, but this person goes just opposite. Upasaka, after his death, he travels through Suklagati, bright path. Krishna Gati and a dark path. Ella iritta irukku ange. But this is a bright path. Chakkani Rajamargam. Bright path, Ahar Devata, Shukla Devata, and Uttarayana Margam. Going to start another 15 days la Uttarayana. People are all waiting. Uttarayanamlo ponu. Just like that, you cannot change Uttarayana. You have to do lot of sadhana. So that I have already discussed in that Bhagavad Gita. So Uttarayana, this jiva travels and goes to where? Not Swargaloka, goes to Brahmaloka. Goes to Brahmaloka. There Brahmaji will be there and he enjoys better than Swargaloka. More comforts and knowledgeable Brahmaji sitting there and teach. If that person also does upasana, karma and all sakamataya, he will also come back. If he does nishkamataya, suppose that person will get kramamukti there. Kramamukti. Return journey, non-returnable journey. All that. Return journey is kamya karma. Return journey, Brahmalokan ponalum kuda return journey, karma plus upasana, but kamya pandina, suppose you will come back again. But karma upasana samuchaya nishkamama, I don't want anything. Loka samastha sukhino bhavantu, for the sake of world I do everything, for the sake of other people I do upasana, puja, everything. That person will not come back, he will attain krama mukti. Jivan mukti parad, krama mukti, Brahmaloka. This is called Shukla Gati story. The one who travels through Shukla Gati. So Ahar Devata, bright path, that Uttarayana Margena. This is the fourth topic. Next one. Next Brahmanam we can go. Third Brahmanam. Third Brahmanam is known as Srimantha Brahmanam. Srimantha Brahmanam. Now we are going to become a Karodupatis now. Those who want to become a Karodupatis, they can perform this what? Srimantha Karma. What do you mean by Srimantha Karma? To perform any ritual, rites, all these yajna, yaga, homas and all, you need money. You have to give lot of dakshina first. And you have to acquire lot of dravyams to do yajna, yagam, homam and all. So without money you cannot conduct. Therefore, a person who want to do that karma, he want money. Therefore, Srimantha Karma. Dhana prapyartham karma. Shri means prosperity. Mantha means paste. Paste. A person who want to do Srimantha Karma, he has to prepare a paste. Paste and not Colgate paste and all. Pepsodent paste illa. Paste and normal what you can just mix in your house and all. That maav madri paste. The maav mix panna madri some paste panna. With more than 10 to 12 varieties of grains he has to bring. That list and all I gave when we were seeing in the Moolam. Ragi, Yava, all this maize, so many grains. They have to bring and make nice powder. After making powder, and they have to mix with dahi something, with ghee and all they have to mix. After mixing that, they have to keep near they have to make a homakunda. After making homakunda, they have to keep this paste patram. You have to keep there. And they have to offer ghee in that homakunda. When they are offering the ghee, that ladle, they have to keep on this paste patram. They have to keep on this patram. Pasikirdo? Okay. You have to keep the and that ladle. Every time when you offer there, and that ladle you should not keep side anywhere. Only on that drop of that ghee has to trickle in that paste patram where you kept that. Every time it has to trickle. Then so once the homa is over, this person has to take that as a prasadam. How much? In a little. Full of ghee. Full of ghee, he has to take that. Once he takes that, prasadam, and he has to chant that Vamsha. All the rishis' names he has to chant. And after that, what will happen? He will become a rich person. Like Avahanti Homa in Taittiriya Upanishad. Here Srimantha Karma. He become a rich person. We should not doubt. This efficacious illaya Shraddhayoda Pandanam. Upanishad says this paste has got a lot of efficacy. If you mix water in that paste and sprinkle that mixture, water and paste mixture, if you sprinkle on a tree which is dried, no leaves at all, it is already dead almost, the tree. If you sprinkle on the tree become alive. Next day you can see full of green leaves. That much Shakti it has got. So it is so efficacious. So we should not doubt. Sandeham irundha phalam kudukadu. So he has to do that Srimantha Karma. This is the essence of third Brahmanam. Mantha Prashanam. Mantha Prashanam. First he has to prepare the paste, then Homakunda, then he has to do Sambhara, means and the Dakshina and all, proper time, proper place, all rules follow pannanum. Then that after completing that, he has to come with full of taking bath and a lot of rules he has to follow, and so on, so direction he has to face, and he has to take last Mantha Prashanam. After completing this, fourth Brahmanam comes. Fourth Brahmanam is also a very, very nice chapter, but it's not for sannyasis. Cholla vendiya topic illa idu. Analum, just I'll give the gist. If you want to get a bright child, putra prapyartham anar. Suputra prapti. Okay. Putra prapti edo putra unda. Noble child. The couple, when they want a noble child, what type of child you want? First you have to do sankalpa. After doing that sankalpa, there is again a ritual for them also. If I want a son, suppose, Shastra says, Brihadaranyakopanishad says, that couple, father, mother, and that couple, wife and husband, have to make a ganji with boiled rice. Upanishad is talking about boiled rice. They have to make a ganji, the rice liquid and matter. With the rice, boiled rice, they have to make, and they have to mix with some other ingredients also. There are so many ingredients, 8-9 ingredients they have to mix. அதெல்லாம் இருக்கும் புக்கில் நீங்கள் படிக்கலாம். I don't want to explain all those things. They have to mix, and after mixing that they have to offer to devatas, then they have to consume, and they have to do sankalpa. I want a boy with curling hair. I want a boy with good, nice, bright complexion. I want a boy with who can enter into Guinness Book record. Or I want a Bala Gandharva, spiritual prodigy, music prodigy. If you want any prodigy, Eka Vedaya irkanuma, Vakavedam padikravana varanuma, Rendu Vedam, Dvivedi venuma, Trivedi venuma, Chaturvedi venuma, Yenna venumana, Edhi Sankalpam Pandanan Jolirke. The time, Muhurtam, everything before conception. Before conception, father, mother, with strict rules and regulations, if they follow, they get what type of child they want. After coming, handicapped ana enna panna mudiyum illaya. So therefore they want a child, male child or female child, which child? Another important point I forgot to tell you, in Srimantha Karma we have to teach it only to a son or to a Sishya. we should not teach to all people. The Srimanta karma can be taught only to one's own son or Sishya, not to all people. In this, for Putra Prapyartham, the couples have to meet. That is why this Prakrita karma, instinctive action, that is male and female association, very Prakritam. But our Shastra convert even that mundane instinctive activities also into a Samskrita karma, like a ritual. It is a ritual. So everyone should study that. அப்படி ஸ்டடி பண்ண புரியாது. We have to do lot of educational program. இப்போ என்ன ஸ்கூல்ஸில் எல்லாம் செக்ஸ் எஜுகேஷன் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்களே, வாட் தே ஆர் கோயிங் டு டீச்? இந்த பிருஹதாரண்யகம் இந்த சாப்டர் டீச் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. வாட் திஸ் 4th Brahmanam, they have to study thoroughly. Human beings, no, male and female relation, one fantastically it presents. What is the human relation? What for? Why we have to get children? How one male and female have the association? What type of association? What type of mind? What type of thoughts they have to entertain? With what sankalpa they have to live together? Amazing. You cannot find anywhere in the world. Then once they decided like that, after taking that, consuming that, what is that liquid, that padartham, after making with grains, taking that, and they get child. Therefore they have to do certain samskaras to that child. What are those samskaras? We saw Garbhadhanam. Before the birth of the child, parents have to do on behalf of the child samskaras, refining rituals. For that baby who is going to come, there are 41 samskaras total. From Garbhadhanam onwards, Simantonayanam onwards, again Namakaranam, Jatakarma, Karnavedanam, Cholam, so many are there. So many. And then Upanayanam, Vivaham, Antyashti, வரைக்கு போயிட்டே இருக்கலாம். அப்படி அன்னப்பிராசனம், வித்யாபியாசம் எல்லாமே சம்ஸ்காரம் தான். இப்போ ஏதோ நாமக்கே வாஸ்தி 4-5 இருக்குது, அது சீமந்தோனேனோ ஏதோ 2-3 இருக்குது. அப்படி அதை கூட ஏதோ பண்ணுறோம் மாதிரி பண்ணுறோம். பட் எவ்ரி இஸ் கன்வெர்ட்டிங் ஈச் ஃபங்க்ஷன் டு ரிஃபைன் தட் சைல்ட். So therefore, first Garbhadhanam. What do you mean by Garbhadhanam? Garbhastha, Purusha Garbhastha Jivasya Panchama Agnau Adhanam Garbhadhanam. Purusha Garbhastha Jivasya, adi 4th Agni. Panchama Agnau, Yosha Agnau Adhanam, installing that Jiva in the mother's womb, is called Garbhadhanam. It is a great ritual where people are thinking, no, male female association is just becoming a very, very, very what you can call, they are thinking very meager, very least inferior way they are thinking. But Shastra looks at that it is an yajnam. Then later that once the child is growing, Simanto Nayanam, all those things, rituals are there. Once the child born, immediately Jata Karma. The immediate ritual to be performed after the birth of the child. Immediate. That is called Jata Karma. Ritual, ceremony to be done after the birth, immediately. Then Namakaranam, naming ceremony. Father says, you are Brahman, I know that. You are Atma only. Because next time I am going to get 2 more children, suppose. I have already children. I am going to pair Vichida Ahana, Ella Atma, Atma Gupta, Ella Atma and Vanda Yada. So therefore I have to give name. Therefore naming ceremony. Vedosi, Vedosi అని చెప్పి కాదులో చొల్లి, బట్ ఫర్ మై వ్యవహార సేక్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ మై తాతా నేమ్, మై కొళ్ళు తాతా నేమ్ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇತ್ರಿ ನಾಗ ವೆಂಕಟ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ అని சொல்லி அப்புறம் என்ன பேர் வச்சுக்கிறான். இதுதான் நாமகரணம் பண்ணார். இது நாமகரணக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய ரிச்சுவல்ஸ் எல்லாம் வரும். ஸோ இது மாதிரி ஆர்டினரி முண்டேன் ஆக்டிவிட்டி, பிராகிருத கர்மா, வாட் பீப்புள் ஆர் திங்கிங், our Upanishads convert into Samskrita karma. It's a yajnam. Bringing up the child is an yajnam. Giving birth to the child is an yajnam. Therefore, they were happy all the time. They never looked down upon this family, children, what is this, all this. Once you don't have this higher values about what you are doing, slowly you lose interest in them and you look down upon them. All other activities, whatever naturally we are doing, Shastra converts. Even eating, ordinary eating, 3 வேளை சாப்பிட்றோம். Shastra says what? Prana Agnihothram. என்ன வேறு வேலை இல்லை வேதத்துக்கு, ஏன்னா இதுதான் என்ன பண்ணினாலும் கூட. வாட் ஃபார் Veda convert every activity into ritual. One day or other this person will become spiritual. இப்போ இந்த ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் அப்போ இந்த நைட்டுக்கு என்னமோ ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் ஆக போகிறான் எல்லாருமே. January 1 சொல்லி அந்த மென்டல் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் ஒரு கத்துவான். அந்த மாதிரி கத்துறான். 12 o'clock 1 January ஜனானாம் வர்ரி ஜான்வரி என்ன சுவாமிஜி சேஸ். ஜனானாம் வர்ரி ஜான்வரி என்ன இது போய் அங்கே போய் எல்லாம் அக்னிஹோத்ரி எல்லாம் அங்கே உட்காருவான். எப்படி தெரியும்னு கேட்காதுங்க. பேப்பரில் பார்த்தா 4 years back 3 years back the one who died, that person, boy name is Agnihotri. Definitely he came from Orthodox family. So therefore they are becoming another spiritual. Okay. So Shastra says you have to do Samskrita karmas, Prakrita to Samskrita. Then your life becomes so beautiful, wonderful, meaningful, purposeful. Otherwise, meaningless, useless, purposeless, wonderless. So convert your life into a blossoming life, not a mere ordinary life, always with gloomy face. Have a charm in your life. So next Brahmanam is 6th Brahmanam. That is what Grihastha life we have to convert into for spiritual upliftment. That's why my wife, his name is what? Saha Dharma Charini. Saha Dharma, our Dharma இருக்கணும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட், அப்புறம் தானே சக தர்மம். அவரே தர்மமா இல்லைன்னா இந்தம்மா என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? அவனு சந்தியாவந்தனம் பண்ணுறதில்லை, காயத்ரி பண்ணுறதில்லை, ஒன்றுமே இல்லை, பூஜை இல்லை, புனஸ்காரம் இல்லை. எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் கிரிக்கெட் மேட்ச் பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பான், இல்லைன்னா செல்ஃபோனு செய்வியாக கம்ப்யூட்டரில் உட்காருவான், இல்லைன்னா ஒரு பெக்கு, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கேட்டகரி. இப்படி எல்லாம் உட்கார்ந்து அந்த அம்மா என்ன பண்ண முடியும்னு? She cannot help him. That is why Griha Yajamani is the Patni. That's why they have given more power to the woman in the house. Griha Yajamana, and she is the main who is helping for dharma. Dharma progeny for propagation of this culture, Vedas. That is the purpose of that marriage, vivaha. Not to fulfill desires. That is nothing. Fulfilling hunger, but that you convert that into a worship. Similarly, that Shastra never says you all become sannyasis, appudu unakku moksham varonu. Shastra sollave illa. எல்லா ரிஷிஸ் அழகா நல்ல குழந்தை, எல்லாம் குட்டி குழந்தை, கிராண்ட் சில்ட்ரன் எல்லாம் இருக்கா. they are very happy. Jnanis, they were highly intelligent, brilliant. Therefore, Grihastha Ashrama is not an obstacle. If you convert that Grihastha Ashrama into a spiritual upliftment, it is wonderful. Upanishad vote Krishna vote for Grihasthashrama only. Sannyasi engiyo rare. Adella exceptions. Avannu paarthittu Shastra should not talk. Puriyarda? Shastra has to address maximum people, which is more congenial for entire society. That only Shastra talks about. Later, after Vanaprastha be ready for sannyasa. That is your moksha. Jivan mukti is your goal. Never forget that. Come on, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, purushartha. Everything included. Beautifully designed. Vedic design is the design. And the design kappuram endha design vandalu out now. Out na what? Adinna hit song. Hit by another models. But Vedic design is the fantastic design. If you want to know the Vedic design, you have to study Shastra. Without studying Shastra, person is never become complete. You have to understand. Slowly, gradually. How it has come? Next Brahmanam, fifth Brahman is Vamsha Brahmanam. It is came from that Lord Brahmaji himself. Adi Guru Paramatma gave the teaching to Brahmaji. From Brahmaji, Vasishtha, Yajnavalkya, and Vyasa, all those parampara, Guru parampara, Acharya parampara, we have to remember every day. It is called what? Brahma Yajnam. Rishi Yajnam or Brahma Yajnam. Remembering all the rishis every day. Especially Shukla Yajurveda. Here, those who have propagated, all their names given. Significance is that all the rishis' names given and the name of mother. And the mother's name, Strilingam. Adhe name, they give it to Purushalingam. Visarga potanu Purushalingam, Pumlingam aidam. So all the rishis got their mother's names. On their mother's name only they are all called. That means what? How much importance they have given to women, you know. Now they are fighting for rights. Matrudevo Bhava, mother is the first teacher. How they give mother's name only? Ammada, Thai illanna yaru? Thai da first. Mother is the first teacher. So therefore, Vamsha Brahmanam, remembering all those rishis, we are showing our gratitude. Studying Shastra also, now what we are doing, we are giving and the Rishi Runam, we are and the debt, that is called Rishi Runam. If we study, we are giving up, showing our gratitude and doing our Rishi Yajnam. Rinanubandha Rupena Pashu Patni Sutalayana Rinakshaye Kshayam Yanti anar. அவருக்கு ருணம் இருந்தால் தான் திருப்பி வரும். ருணம் இருந்தால் திருப்பி வரும். அதனால என்ன பண்ணணும்? ருணம் இருக்கக்கூடாது, டெட் இருக்கக்கூடாது. Therefore, we have to remember the rishis and offer our salutations to all the teachers parampara, and we have to propagate this more and more. First, we have to assimilate, then we have to share with our family members. It may not become a public teacher outside. At least வீட்டில் இருக்கவங்களுக்கு சொல்லிருக்கலாம் இல்லையோ, some points what you have understood, அது பண்ணணும். அட்லீஸ்ட் அதுதான் அவருடைய மெயின் ஜாபாக இருக்கணும் எல்லாருக்குமே. ஸோ வித் திஸ் ஐ கன்க்ளூட் sixth chapter also. Entire Brihadaranyakopanishad Summary is over. We have completed 11 Upanishad. Ishakena kata prashna mundamandukya tittirihi aitareyam cha chandogyam Brihadaranyakam tadha plus kaivalyam. We have done 11 Upanishads summary. So it's very interesting also. By the grace of the Lord and our Gurus, we have completed entire this Upanishadic summary. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.